Hey everyone, in this video I wanted to do another design tutorial using Affinity by Canva. We're going to build this design right here, and we're going to do it in Affinity, and I'm going to show you how to use some of the tools in there. Text on a path, I'm going to show you how to use some shape tools, I'm going to show you how to import a design from Creative Fabrica, we're going to get our design from that, and we're going to use some warp features. So a lot to learn in Affinity in this tutorial, as well as like how to do all those different tools that you may not know about. I'm going to show you as well where I found this trend, and it's on Etsy. I'm going to use Profitry to show you that these things, Western Christmas things, are selling currently. So let's get into Etsy right now and I'll show you how well these are selling. All right, so here we are on Etsy. I don't want to spend too long on the research part, but I do want to say that I'm using Etsy Radar here with Profitry. You can see the two trees here. And I'm just using the $67 lifetime plan. So no monthly subscriptions, I already paid it, so I can see this here. And what's nice about this is it's already in Etsy. So I can go through here, I typed in Western Christmas, and we can see some of these sales. Like this one has monthly sales. You can see this one, it's a Western Christmas. Look at that, 20 sales. Western Christmas here, look at that, 50 sales. This one got 41 sales, and like it doesn't have to be a cowboy Santa, although that's the one we're gonna do, but Western boots. This one here, North Pole. This one here this isn't a t-shirt, but this is, people are buying this PNGs. Look at that, 92 sales. So like you could do t-shirts if you wanna use AI and create some of these things for Western Christmas, go ahead. But I want to show you how to use Affinity by Canva. But just take a look, 54 sales already Western Christmas, right? You got Santa dressed up and on a deer, 7 sales here. Let's see some more. Yeah, look at this, Howdy Christmas, 70 sales. 1,064 sales for this Western food. Like, it's big, right? This is a big trend right now, Western Christmas. This one here, 39 sales, over 1K revenue already. And we're like weeks away from Christmas. People are buying these already. So just want to show you that not everything sells, like it's not a guarantee, but there are people looking for this. And what's nice about it is you can see the difference with Etsy Radar and Profitry. Like this didn't sell, but this did, and this didn't sell. So you can kind of take the ones that are selling, kind of get an idea of what people are looking for, and then kind of come up with your stuff. So that's what I'm doing. I noticed that a bunch of Christmas Santas are here, or Western Santas, Cowboy Santas are here. So I'm gonna go to Creative Fabrica. I already have it here, and I'm gonna type in first Western Christmas. You can see I did that already, Western Christmas, like that. And boom, they have a ton of stuff here too. So you could use this one, you could do the Christmas trees, you could use all these things. Now I wouldn't use it by itself, but as a graphic and adding text, sure, yeah, you can definitely do that. But just using it by itself and putting it on a t-shirt to sell, I would stay away from that. I would try and make it your own. So I'm gonna come in here. I didn't see the one we're using. I think I gotta do Cowboy Santa. Boom, this is the one right here. So if you're on Creative Fabrica, you can download this for free. That's what I'm on. I have my account set up. I'll put a link in the description if you don't have Creative Fabrica, but it's great because they know the trends. So I looked it up and look, they already had a ton of design. So this is the one. I'm just gonna hit download like that, and there it goes, straight to my downloads folder. I'll show you what you need to do after that, but you can easily bring this in to Affinity by Canva. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open up Affinity by Canva first, bring this in, and then I'll show you how easy it is to make the design that I showed earlier. All right, so here I am on Affinity by Canva. You can tell by this logo right here, Affinity by Canva. I'm in the vector space and I built this. So you can see this is still text. I can type this, and this is the design here. So I'm gonna show you exactly how to build this. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. First things first, if you started it, you're gonna need to say File, New, and then click on either your preset or type in this 4500 by 5400 and hit Create Document. Now what that's gonna do is create a new one, and the new one's gonna look something like this. I'm gonna put in an artboard here. I'll move this here. I already have mine 4500 by 5400. I'm gonna copy it holding down Option and click, Option drag. Oh, I need to be in the move tool. Option drag, click, there you go. And I'm gonna start from scratch. So yours won't be green, yours will be like that, white. All right, so first things first, we need to get that design, that graphic that we got from Creative Fabrica and drag it in. So it should be in your downloads folder as a zip file. Double click on the zip file and then you'll have a PNG, and then just drag in the PNG right here like this. Boom. You can see it's that big. We don't need it that big. I'm gonna size it down. I'm using the move tool, or the, what is this called? Yeah, move tool, and just grabbing one of the corners and sizing it down. Now it's gonna size it down proportionally, so you don't have to worry of it getting all wonky, but I'm gonna just do it about that size that we know right here. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do this type on a path. So last video, if you haven't seen that one, I typed on a circle. This time we're just gonna make our own path. Now the reason I did a path is you'll see like it has a high center right here, and that's perfect for making a text going up and around and over, because that just makes sense. You could do top here, but because it's tall, like a tall one, you might want to put some padding here, and so this is perfect for just going around like this. If you just did it tall and tall, you're gonna have a design that's really tall. So I'm trying to also get the height and the width on it. So that's kind of my idea of why I did it that way. So I'm gonna click on the pen tool. Now we can just click here, click up here somewhere in the middle, it doesn't matter, and you can stretch this out. You see how it comes out like that? Just hold down Shift, by the way, so that it's straight horizontal. And then we're gonna click down here about the same spot. Now, it may not be perfect, and that's okay, because we can use the node tool right here, click on the node tool, and move things around. So I can move this here, make it closer if I want, make this more centered if I want, make this wider if I want. It's fine, right? Now the next thing I want to do, and now that that path is there, you'll notice I can see it because the stroke on the path is black here. So if I click out of it, I can still kind of see it, right? Now if you can't see it, put a color on it, black. It doesn't matter because it's going to go away once we put the text on it. But if you can't see it, put a color and then pump up the stroke a little bit so that you can see it. There you go. Right? Okay, next thing we're going to do is click on the text tool, because we're going to put text in there. So this artistic text tool, click on that, and then click on top of the path here. So, whoops. Actually, you know what? Click the path first with the move tool. Click the path first. Now that that's selected, go to the text tool. I forgot a step. And now when you see it, you'll notice sometimes it does it, like you can kind of see it changing a little bit, but if you click on it, boom, you'll notice the path goes away and it's this blue line, and you see this blinking dash line, and that means you're ready to type in it. So I'm going to type in what we have here, Saddle Up for Christmas, so S-A. Now if you don't see anything, that's probably because your text is white. So let's hover over it like that, and then come back to color, and look, it is white. So I'm going to take it and make it black. Now it was white because we have the green background on here, but let's make it black first so that we can see it, and we can see everything. Kind of working on a white background is just a lot easier at first, and then changing the colors, so that's fine. The font that I'm using here is Brawl's Typeface Regular. Now you can use whatever one you want. I would say use a sans serif for this if you want to copy, but it doesn't have to be. It can be if you have a Western font, I think that would work really well because we're doing Western things here. So I'm going to type in SADDLE up for, oh, in this case I need to put the capital O, and then Christmas. You can see it's too long, so I need to move this triangle down here and make sure this other triangle is here. And when we double click on this, we can center it, go up here. You can see it says left align. If you click it again, it says center align, and that's what we want. Now we can move this around. So if it's too big, if your text is too big, you can come in here and change the size of it up here. Maybe I want it 120 instead. Boom. Maybe yours is smaller and you need to build it up to 120. That's fine, or whatever size you need. Now you can still come in here with the node tool and move these around. So maybe I want it a little closer like this, right? That could work too. And I can move these things still if I wanted to. Maybe I want to make it further out like this and so on. So maybe I want to move it down. I can do that too. In my case, I have this breaking the letters here, and that's kind of cool too. So I can bring this up like that. Make sure I'm not in the node tool. I'm in the move tool. If you click the node tool and click on here, it's not going to move. You need to do the move tool and move it up. There we go. Kind of breaking it here. So we're just eyeballing it right now. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do it the way that looks great to you. So I'm just kind of framing this right here. And we kind of want an even on both sides. So one way to do that is just to move this, you know, and see like, is that space equal to that space? Yeah. And then we can move this here. So that's text on a path. Now you can draw any path. It doesn't have to be an arch. It can be a wavy line. It can be an upside down like smiley face or whatever. Any path you make, you can type a text on it in the same way. So have fun with that. I think that's one that you can use a lot with t-shirt design. The next thing I want to show you is how do we do this North Pole. So first things first, we're going to type a text, or so go to the text tool again, and then we just click on here. You notice that box right there. That means it's ready for you typing. I'm going to do North Pole. And in this case, I'm going to use a different font. I think this font was, let me see if I can find it. Click on here. Yeah, Bernard MT Condensed. Boom. And I had it all caps. Now, easy way to do it all caps is you can click on here and you can change the case to all uppercase if you didn't know that. Boom. Pretty easy, right? All right, next thing you can do is make it bigger. Now you'll notice what I did was there's kind of a slope here like this. And that's with the warp feature inside of the Affinity. Now it's not one of these on the side here. We're gonna have to go look for it. So I believe it's under vector. Click on vector and then you'll see new warp group. Now there's a bunch of them on here and I might have to do a video for each one of these, but today we're gonna use mesh. So we'll just click on the first one, mesh. And what that does is it gives you some of these points here that you can move. So you can click on here with the node tool. You see it's automatically selected here. And I can move some of these points up. So you notice I'll move that one up. I'll move this one up like this. And they also have these handles that you can come down and kind of make it more smooth. You can see, well, click on here and come down. And you can move the same thing here, like move this up and down and move this one up and down and so on. You could even move these, like if you want to move this up like this. So you have total control of what this can look like, which is kind of neat. So I'm just going to do something simple like this and make sure that it looks still readable, right? We don't want it too wonky. You want to make sure that the lines are kind of straight in here, and if they're not, you can kind of move things around, move these handles till they look straight enough to make it readable. And there you go. And once you're done, just click outside of it. Boom, and it's good to go. So now you can move it with the move tool. Go to that black arrow here, click on it, and move it. Now, I also had this in the front. So one way to do that is click on this, and you'll notice up here, I think I put this in here, move to front. So I'm going to move this to front. The way to put that there is right click in this area like this, customize toolbar, and look for that move to front one. It's this one, arrange. So you can grab this whole thing and move it up here, which is what I did. So if you don't see that in your toolbar, that's what I used right there. I'm going to click done. The next thing I'm going to do is just type in rodeo right here. So easy, go back to our text tool, click right here, type in rodeo like this. The O's in this font are different, so yeah, that's what I had to do. Now the last thing I need to do is draw stars, and luckily I don't have to like do it one by one. There is in the rectangle tool, I kind of just left it there, but if you go all the way down here, where is it? Star tool, boom. Now you can just draw the star like this. Make sure that it has a fill, not a stroke. So right now you can see it's a black stroke. Go to the fill and you can pick any color. You can use the eyedrop tool, in fact, and maybe pick that color and get rid of the stroke here. And we're going to do something actually a little different, but you can use the move tool and move this around. And you can use option drag and option click and drag and make another one, make it smaller or bigger like this. Holding down shift will make sure that it constrains the proportions. Without shift, you're gonna, you could make it wonky like this. So holding down shift and make it bigger or smaller. But I want to show you something that you may not know, is that there's more than these shapes. Like, these shapes are the basic shapes, but if you click this right here, it will tell you some of the other shapes you can make with the star. So now that we're in the star, we're going to click on this and look at all the things you can make with the star. You can make multi-pointed stars. You can make all these things. So I'm going to click on this one instead, and that kind of looks like a snowflake, right? So we could do that. Let's try another one. So if we click on here and go to, let's say, this square star tool, it's gonna be kind of the same. I'm gonna make a square star here. You can see how nice and fat and chunky that is, but I can click on this here in the presets and they have their own kind of thing. So check this out. This one kind of looks like a snowflake too, right? Whoops. This one. If you want to move it, then use the, so it keeps wanting me to make it because I'm in the star tool. If I want to move it, then click on the move tool and move it around there. Let's try one more just for this video. You can come in here and pick any one of these. In fact, I would tell you to do that so that you can learn some of these fun ones. This double star tool is kind of cool. So I'm going to click on that, make my double star. You can see that. And then come into the presets. Look at all these that you can do. Kind of neat. So this one kind of looks like a snowflake too, right? So whichever one you want to use, I'm going to actually go back and use the first one that we did with the star. And I think this kind of looks like a, whoops, I keep wanting to do that to move, but that's not what you do. You click the move tool and then do it. I think before you could do it in the old Affinity, but now you actually have to use the move tool to move it. So move it around here, make it smaller, right? Hold down shift and you can come and put a couple over here, turn this. Now you can turn the shape by using that right here, that handle. I'm gonna put a couple more here. And one difference is, remember I'm holding down option, clicking on this and dragging for a duplicate or some copy of it. We need to change it to green. So you can see, click on the artboard right here, and I'm just gonna click on my filling my artboard, cyan, yellow, and that's it, cyan and yellow. I can add a little bit of K right here for a darker green, but cyan and yellow make green in CMYK. Now, once it's green, I can come in here and make sure that these are white. So just 0 all the way down for that. This one too, 0 all the way down. This one too, 0 all the way down. Really easy. Now when you want to export this, click on here, artboard, make sure you have this turned off. You don't want the green. The green is just for you to see what it would look like on a green t-shirt. But when you want to export it, make sure that the fill is none right there. And then go to export PNG, boom, like that. And then hit save. Now I should have named it something else besides artboard 1, but you can name it whatever you want. And I'm going to click on it and we'll see what it looks like. You can see the gray back here is showing that it is transparent. So this is ready for a t-shirt. This is ready for anything on print on demand, not only a t-shirt, but any apparel. You could put this on whatever. On Amazon you have pillows, you have phone cases and so on, and it's just ready. It doesn't have a background, no green background, but you could put it on a green t-shirt or a red t-shirt or whatever you want. But there you go, it is. Pretty easy, right? So that's how you use some of the other features in Affinity Designer. Try this out and see, just play around with it and learn some of these tools, the text on a path, play around with the shapes, play around with the warp. You have so many things. Oh, and bring in designs from Creative Fabrica or wherever you get designs. You could do the same thing with something that you already made with AI if you have it knocked out. You notice this PNG that we brought in has the background knocked out, so that's kind of what you need. But I think this turned out really great. I like how it's kind of over. It looks like it's jumping over the North Pole rodeo, and Santa's definitely Western, and so on. And we're not copying exactly what things were saying, what we saw word for word on there, but we copied the theme of Western Christmas, and that's totally fine. People are looking for Western Christmas stuff, Western cowboys. Like, yeah, I think that that's fine. It's not like we're copying anything. We're actually designing for the niche that is popular. So that's totally fine. So there you go, another design tutorial in Affinity by Canva. If you haven't seen my last video, I'll put it right here. It's where I show you how to do a vintage design using Affinity by Canva. So a lot more tutorials and different things that you can learn to help you get better at this program that's absolutely free, by the way. And don't forget, if you want to use Profit Tree, I'll put a link in the description for that as well, so you can find what things are trending. Thanks again for watching, and as always, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.